What's up, fuckers? This
What's
is the
that?
shit show where we bullshit, we talk shit, and we get into some shitty situations. I am your host, Mr. St. Patrick. I'm not gonna do a sound effect for myself; it's kind of weird. But today we get to finally introduce my new co-host.
Hi guys.
Please help me welcome the beautiful, the exquisite,
Stop
the
it.
independent, and amazing Bernice to the show. I'm gonna give you another round of applause.
Aw, thanks.
Yes,
Thank you.
this really
I
is a
feel so
big
special.
moment for me.
Aw.
Because the fact that like I've been running it, and I'm like, oh, I gotta reach out to people. It's such a struggle to try to get people to come on.
I'm sure.
Now it kind of helps me being able to release some of the tension because like shit. Now I mean, you're such a humble person and a homely body as well, to where like I can. It was more easier being the fact that having you come on and being able to run this project with me
Yeah.
than being able to like have anybody else do it.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of other people on here, and they've been really good and great people and everything else. But once you put yourself out there, I'm like, hell yeah, like this is dope. I went home and like my brain started like light bulb came on. I'm like, okay, I know how to do this. You know what I mean? And just
Yeah.
started running with it and stuff like that.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I don't want to forget Elijah.
Yo.
Yeah, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good, it's Saturday, so I'm tired all day. But besides that, I'm good.
Yeah. And the weather doesn't help too because of the fact it's all gloomy outside and everything
I
else. So,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. Nice
But
to meet you, Elijah.
yeah,
Nice to meet you as well.
actually, you didn't meet last time. I take
No,
that
it was
back.
Dip, and
Yes.
and even then, I didn't even know Dip was doing the background
Oh
stuff.
yeah, that
I
is
was
right.
Like, aw.
Yeah, Dip is missing right now. I don't know what he's doing, but he is not here right
He's
now.
on a secret mission in Kauai right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But you didn't hear that from me.
Yeah. But are you guys ready to kick the shit?
Let's kick the shit.
Cow
Cool.
pies.
Yeah, it's cool. I've never had that, by the way.
Never kicked a cow pie?
No, I've never had cow pies.
Hopefully you haven't.
I mean, some places they have. Some countries actually eat cow shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know. As a perfect pun.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Probably the ones that worship the cow.
Maybe, yeah. So for today's show, we're gonna try a new drink. Actually, before we try that new drink, I want to celebrate because of the fact that you're coming on the show and everything else, and I'm really excited.
I'm
Elijah's
excited
like,
too.
he's like, man, I want to get really fucked up.
Oh.
He's like, I want to get so fucked up that I go home and then like I don't even remember like my family's names. So I was like, well, I'm like, let's try out the Tesla tequila, which presented
Oh.
right here if anybody can see.
That's that exclusive.
That's a lightning bolt. I saw what I see right
yes.
now.
So some people were selling that bottle for up to $10,000
What?
for this bottle alone.
Damn.
You can go and you can find just an empty bottle.
Hold on, wait. Why are we opening this?
Oh, it's already open. I got 2 bottles. Yeah, and it's a good occasion. We're celebrating.
Okay, you got 2. Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's got to be premium tequila then, right?
We're gonna see. It's $10,000. How much do you think I got this bottle for?
$750.
I'm gonna say for free because
No.
you work for 10.
You guys are both wrong. No,
What?
I did have to pay for it.
$50.
No, more than that.
$230.
No, $150.
$150.
Yeah. Yeah, so I ended up copying 2 bottles because they put a limit on there and everything else. But we are going to celebrate. I have tried that bottle before, so I'm going to try. I'm going to take a shot of some whiskey because I'm a whiskey man. I'm a gentleman. You know what I mean?
Whiskey.
Yeah. I just started sprouting a couple of chest hairs, so I'm starting to feel like more older, more more
It's time
masculine.
to get you
Makes
one of
you
those.
feel older.
Yeah.
It's time to get you one of those tight little gold chains. You got the gold necklace.
I mean, I thought about
where put the taco meat out.
I thought about having my shirt open. I'm like, I'm more mature now.
The hair going on right there. Manly
I got like 2 of them, so I can braid them if I want to. Feel like a nice switcheroo, whatever.
You're officially part of the late bloomers club, son.
I know. But we are going to.
Of course, yours is the Dallas one.
I have to. I gotta present it until Hopefully they make it soon this year. Salute.
I can't drink it all, but I'll drink some. Actually,
that was
not bad.
That was
flavored. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it.
What is that? What was that flavor? Was it flavored?
I don't know.
It's like something sweet to it.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's definitely different.
It's cheap tequila. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now.
Cheap tequila?
Yes.
You got to take it to my homeboy Edson. He'll determine for you.
Oh, he's gonna tell you it's cheap too. It's literally you're buying the name and the bottle because you're not gonna find anything else. It's like a lightning bulb.
That's crazy.
But yeah. So for today's show, we're gonna hopefully not get too messed up, but drink responsibly. I'm gonna put that out there because we actually had to do
Yes.
that last time. But Dip literally he's not in Kauai. He's actually gonna give us a ride home after this. But for today's show, we're gonna try a new drink. Ask some pretty shitty questions and just bullshit our way until the show gets canceled because it's pretty much the premise of what I'm going with the show. But before we really get into some of the stuff, I wanted to start our first drink, which will be Dutch Bros drink, which we're gonna test out.
Okay.
It's Dutch Bros with rum chata. So I got you a small because I'm like, you're doing your wine and stuff like that. So
Gosh, this is a lot first. This is a
Yeah.
medium.
we were gonna give Elijah, but Elijah can't have dairy products.
So what kind
Yeah,
of?
unless you want the whole place sticking up.
Hey, we can do that too.
Oh
yeah.
no, I'll me out of that one.
Uh-huh.
So this is coffee.
Yes,
Okay.
the coffee specifically is Annihilator, which
Okay,
is
that's my. Okay.
chocolate milk and
I think I've tried the
caramel?
Annihilator before.
yeah.
Yeah.
I try to pick out the most common liked coffee.
Yeah.
Which that happened to be it. So let's try
Okay.
it.
All right, let's try.
It's not bad.
No, it's not good.
Yeah,
No, I can't even really taste the rum chata.
you can't.
Not really.
But I'm working on eventually. I want to be able to get my bartender license, so I'm trying to make sure I'm mixing it perfectly.
Mm.
So yeah, I've always wanted to bartend.
Was this a slushy?
So all my drinks I get extra blended.
Oh, you get them blended.
Yes, I get them extra blended because if you get it regular blended, you still get that rock hard ice in the middle, and I don't like that. I want it to be able to be like where I can drink it. I get it blended because it makes me feel like the kid inside, where I'm
Okay.
like, like
it's a slushy.
right, yeah. What do you think?
It's good.
Yeah, I liked
I
it.
like it.
I think if anything, the shot was like,
Yeah, the shot
Yeah.
was like.
it was
eh.
nice and warm.
It
Actually,
did. It warmed me up on
yeah.
the inside.
made me feel like puberty. Yeah.
Everclear days. And stuff.
It'll never taste like Everclear. I cannot stand Everclear. Actually, one of the drinks that we were gonna try was gonna be the Starbucks refreshers. You familiar with that one?
I love the Starbucks.
And it says to add Everclear or vodka to it.
I think the vodka would be really good.
Yeah. And
That's
the
like-
one
that's a pretty broad statement though. It's like add vodka and get tipsy, or add this
Yeah.
Everclear and get fucked up.
I've never had Everclear, so I can't really say. If
Yeah. Shout out to the guy at Bevmo because I've been going in there and he's like, gotta try this, gotta do this, gotta do this. You know what I mean? So I got a few things that I want to try eventually, and it's not always gonna be alcoholic because I don't. Everybody's starting to compare the show to like Drink Champs. I'm like, no, I want it to be like it's a variety show.
Yeah.
Because some of the
And we
ideas I
haven't
was telling
smoked
him-
one blunt on air.
Oh.
They run through blunts on
Oh, they do.
Drink
Yeah.
Champs.
They also run through very expensive bottles.
Yes, that too.
Yeah, because I was looking for Class Azul, which happens to be sold out right now. I was actually looking for Gold Sloggers too because I want to try
I
that
like
one.
Gold Sluggers.
So do I. But I cannot find those two bottles. They've been sold out everywhere. And the only Clase Azul bottle that I could find was at Bevmo, and it was like $2,000.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I'm not making that much money on the show yet. Like, let's just,
Yeah.
that'll be a nice, midway show or whatever the case is. Let me work up to it.
And the blunt part, I would be, if I were to smoke a blunt, you might as well just take me off the show because I'm going to fall asleep.
Yeah. I'll need an Uber because I,
I will
don't know how to
definitely
act.
exactly. I'll
Yeah.
be like, what? Can you just repeat what you said?
Yeah.
We'd have to have a physical cue card guy now. and
Literally.
we'd just be reading off
Can
of
you-
it.
Not
Just
even
hold up
that.
this
I'll
one.
need someone just talking for me. And I'll just be there just staring at the person while they're talking.
I would just
for me.
be like in like La La Land.
Yeah. I don't even remember the last time that I got high. I was so messed up. And because I was bragging about like, oh yeah, I used to smoke pot all the time in school. I was this, I was that.
Yeah, so
claiming
did
to be
I.
Mr. Bad Guy
Mhm.
or badass, whatever. And this guy's like, all right. Lights went up. He's like, it's medical weed, whatever the case is. I was like, medical weed. Then I started talking like it ain't nothing. Like I've handled, worse.
I've smoked before.
Yeah. Took
Mhm.
2 hits and I was gone. It was
Mhm.
New Year's Eve a couple years ago.
Mhm.
And we ended up having to go to my in-laws' house. And I was fucked. I ended up going outside and just hanging out. Everybody's like, what's wrong with Patrick? And I was just like, I didn't know how to handle myself. Then not only that, I'm also having to ride from one destination to the next to my in-laws. My kids are in the car.
Oh god.
I couldn't even look at them because I was so like ashamed of myself.
Yeah.
And my wife was like giving me like the stink eye, whatever the case is. Oh, I was like, never again.
Yeah.
But they used
Dino
to
Lover 1507 says hi.
tell him hi, he or she.
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I was hoping you knew who that was because I haven't seen that.
Yeah, what's the name?
Before. Dino Lover 1507.
Dino Lover. We love dinosaurs too. And we say hi as well.
Hi.
Yeah.
Rawr.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I actually do smoke, like, at home and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's for me, it just for my lupus,
Uh-huh.
it really does help my lupus.
I think we should present it more as an option for medical conditions because I think it does help. I mean,
For
if
me,
you
it
but it
does.
helps with a lot of medical conditions
Mm-hmm.
too. It helps stimulate, it helps relax, and it's just
Mhm.
yeah,
That's actually my next step is to go and get my medical card
nice.
because, I really feel like it's beneficial for me,
Okay,
honestly.
yeah.
But
Oh,
I'm at home. I'm not like driving or like going out or anything like that. Like I literally I'm at home,
yeah.
and it relaxes me to where I can just chill and take everything off my mind and the pain that I feel, the
Uh-huh.
inflammation, like just it eases it. So it really does help for me as a medicine.
So I remember when I used to smoke all the time. I used to enjoy it. I used to like it a lot actually. And more specifically because I was when I was big into music.
Hmm.
I can literally go into the studio and I can literally do 5 songs at one point.
Oh wow.
Or what I could do is I can actually listen to one song and I can separate every single instrument.
Oh
And I would
shit.
literally like get
That's
like
analytic.
I was very like on point when I was on it. Even when I was off of it and like everybody's like having like the hangover of it,
Mhm.
I literally felt like so much smarter. Like I was using big words. Like I was using like I can tell the difference between they, and they.
Oh
Or
my
actually
god.
there, and there. Actually, not now because
So you're saying
I meant there, and there.
so you're saying the key to get you and Dip back in the studio is to come through with a zip?
No, because I can't now. I'm such a lightweight that like
Yeah, but you ain't gonna go nowhere. We're gonna be if we record, we're gonna be in the studio
I'm
for
gonna
a
be
good 4,
paranoid.
5, 6
I'm gonna be
hours.
I'm gonna be super paranoid. I gotta like
We can
I gotta wean into it.
we can turn the lights off. Everybody's got their own mood once they get up to the mic. We
Yeah,
can light some incense for you, put a
Oh,
candle on,
incense.
dim
yeah,
the lights.
yeah. I mean, we'll try it. Yeah,
And
I mean, I'm definitely down to try it. I
then
like
we can
to.
have a cipher.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to try it to see where we go with it. Um, Going back to this drink, would you do this drink moving forward?
This one, the
Yeah,
Dutch or the Starbucks one?
yeah,
Oh,
with
no,
the
that's Dutch,
horchata.
huh? Yes. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's really good, yeah.
And I when I was also too when I was asking like some of the people that were at Dutch Bros the past week and stuff like that, like, oh, what do you do? This and that.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of them weren't really presented with putting alcohol or liquors or actually liquors in their
In the
drinks.
drinks?
Yeah,
Surprising.
You're
right.
talking
Even
to a
when
bunch of baristas, man.
I mean, a lot of times they still do that. They still have an afterlife, a party life.
They're all young, yeah.
Even when I was looking up like on YouTube and Google, I couldn't really find much. Just crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I actually had to ask some of my alkies, like, "Oh, like, what are you gonna do, bro? If
Yeah.
you're gonna get coffee, you got to do this. If you're gonna get a refresh, you got to do this." Like, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, put me on game. You know what I mean?
Actually,
Yeah.
interesting.
Um. And Happy New Year's, by the way,
Happy New
because we
Year,
haven't really
thank you.
officially.
I
Yeah,
know,
did we or
right?
no?
No,
We were before, right?
this was before New Year's.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah,
Happy New Year's,
because
by
it
the
was in
way.
December, I think, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Like the
Yeah, that's right.
12th?
Because I took a couple weeks off and we had to like refocus, whatever the case is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
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 Are you into predictions?
Like, what do you mean? What kind of predictions?
Like you have all these people like that are now reading some predictions that were read in the past, like
Not
the 1900s.
really.
You're not into all that?
Not really.
No. What about
No.
you, Elijah?
Um, Not really. I mean, it depends on what it is,
Yeah.
It
like
does.
So I
like
wanted
calendar
to,
stuff, not really.
yeah, I wanted to read 3 of my top predictions for the next 10 years. I think we're gonna have outer space living. I think we're gonna
Outer
be able
space.
to live in outer space. Now, they're doing these small trips to take you in outer space and bring you back
Mhm.
down. I think essentially within the next 10 years, I think we're gonna have some type of spaceship or some type of motel or hotel. It's gonna be like centered in space where we can stay for a couple of days.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, I
within the
feel
next
like
10
they've
years.
talked about that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, I also think that we are going to be able to go from New York to California within 3 hours, whether by underground station or they're going to be able to present some type of teleportation thing.
You think so? All
Yeah.
the way to New York? That's so
I don't think
far.
I don't foresee there being commercialized teleportation within our
They've,
lifetime.
I think they've always tried. I know Elon Musk, for one, he tries to do an underground subway station that takes you from
Hmm.
one point to the next within a matter of like, it's half the distance,
Like
whatever
a
the case
crazy
is, or half
bullet
the time.
train or something like that.
Right. Yeah. And I
Interesting.
think we will see that within the next 10 years. That's just my own thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that definitely. I just feel like the teleporting is just it's such a risky move.
Mhm.
I find it. I don't think we're gonna see it on a commercial level. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There might be some ballers out there that have it by the time we pass, but I don't think
You don't think we'll see it in
I
our
don't think we'll
lifetime?
see it where it's like I'm going to the airport and you go stand on a little platform and you get teleported.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's not gonna
Yeah.
be like that
I
in
think
our
we'll
lifetime.
yeah. I think it's one of my things. I think we're gonna see.
Or Jetsons. There we go. No Jetsons level. We're not gonna be Jetsons level. I don't think in
Actually,
our lifetime.
you say Jetsons. Did you know that Jetsons and Flintstones were in the same time frame?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, that they were set in the same time frame. Like, the
Oh.
Flintstones were actually alive during the same time that the Flintstones was. Conspiracy theory, that's by one. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
That the Flintstones were actually the poor people and the Jetsons were the rich people. They
That
both
makes sense.
they both went through an apocalyptic time, and that's what separated the two. There was no middle class. It's either if you were poor, you were the Flintstones. If you were rich, you were the Jetsons.
Interesting.
And that's why the Jetsons lived above the clouds.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
actually, George Jetson, the reason that he was rich is because he was able to push a button. That's all he did. That's his whole job.
Gosh, I
was
haven't
just
seen
pushing a
it in
button.
so long. I forgot.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me
So
go back and watch one on YouTube.
I probably wouldn't. Yeah. It's just some of those old school cartoons are kind of boring, but it's just my thing. My other prediction is I think that AI living is going to be a normal thing. So I think that we're going to see them as just they're someone outside just walking around, like, a regular person. I mean, you see people that are starting to build them, they're starting to marry them.
Yeah.
They're having like sexual, relations with them and
Mhm.
everything else.
I don't know, man.
That's-
You got some secrets, Patrick? This is second time bringing up AI and sexual relations.
No,
You're talking about that Megan movie.
oh yeah, I
was-
forgot about that. Yeah,
That Megan movie is creepy.
yeah,
I would not see that movie.
yeah. I don't know. I think that we're moving in a time where it's going to be, um, towards artificial intelligence. The crazy thing too is we're building all these robots and it's starting to eliminate a lot of people's jobs. Why aren't we presenting these AIs towards something positive, like where they can start going to certain depths of the water where regular people can't go, or
Yeah.
in towards outer space, whatever the case is. In some of these really extreme situations where we don't want to put humans in there, put AI there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could create AI to go be stepdads for needy children.
Hey, I'm all for it. Anything that's going to benefit or be a beneficial, I'm all for it. Let's push it.
True.
Yeah. Are you guys planning big things this upcoming year for yourself that may be a big move? New house, new child. What are other big events? Marrying, marriage.
We're gonna get Habari Entertainment on local television.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Ooh, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it really would. I just want to be rich enough to be able to not be filthy rich, but just be
Comfortable.
not even that. Just be able to occasionally take showers. Yeah.
Outside?
No, I mean like because I was pun, filthy rich. But that was the one I was trying to do, not the applause. Yeah.
I've always said I want to be bench warmer rich, like professional bench warmer.
Yeah.
Like there's NBA players
Yeah.
that are on the bench
Yeah.
that are still bringing home like $1 million a year on the bench.
Yeah. What would you do if you're rich?
I'd get Dip out of the studio and go halves on a brand new facility holding at least 4 different studios.
Nice.
And I'd upgrade all my other businesses that are already in place
Okay.
and upgrade your business,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do. I honestly, I'd take care of the people around me, man, the people
Oh, I
I'm doing
would too.
business with,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because me taking care of you guys is going to take care of me in the
Yeah.
end. So I've always been big on that. Like if I ever
That's
get a lot of
cool.
money, I
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
invest in my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you?
Oh gosh, I would be the worst rich person ever. No, just
Why do you say
kidding.
that? No, be honest. Be honest.
No, like I don't know. I think just because I don't really do much as
Yeah.
it is. Like I work full time.
Yeah.
I'm a mom full time.
Yeah,
Wife
but
full
if you were
time.
rich, you wouldn't be working full time though, right?
Yeah.
You know what though? I did the stay at home mom thing, and I'm not for it. It just doesn't appeal to me. I
Okay.
don't.
No one says you have to stay at home and be
True.
Yeah.
a mom at home. You can hire somebody
True.
to do the laundry and stuff.
Yeah.
True.
And you could just be
Yeah.
out with the babies
Yeah.
all day, every day.
No babies here though.
Well, not babies, but I meant the kids, the children.
Yeah.
Be out with the children. Like, hey, you know what? Let's go to Disneyland this weekend.
Right. I definitely would
Travel a lot.
travel. Like
Yeah.
that's like my big thing right now. Like I think that's where I'm at in my life is like my kids are older, so
Yeah.
I want to start going places now.
Yeah.
I want to start doing things. And
There's a lot to do here just in Arizona too.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, if you're looking to travel, in our own state too. So yeah,
Mhm.
I think I would be a Captain Planet, like a real life version of Captain Planet. I think I kind of mentioned it too. I think last show, because of the fact that I want to build my own super team. I want to be able to find maybe a handful of like 5 or 10 people, and we would go towards some like these natural disasters,
Mhm.
and I would have one person from every field that would be able to help in these situations.
Okay.
Um,
Oh man,
everything.
I was all like ready to be like, I want to be able to control gravity.
No, I want to be able to like help people. I
I'm
want to be
talking
able to
like
like,
real life superheroes. I thought you were
yeah,
talking
I'm
about
talking
like
about like,
comic superheroes at first.
yeah, I want to like someone gets hit with a hurricane. My team goes out there and we don't have to worry about anything. Everything's paid for. All our whole entire focus is getting the area and the people back to where they're sustainable or they're able to,
Oh.
recoup and help. So I'd have a therapist on there. I'd help have someone. I'd have a dog with us because
Mhm.
that also helps towards the mental health and stuff like that. So that's one of the things I would do. The other thing too is I would be like the secret person that just go out to like random stores and buy their groceries, whatever the case is.
Oh, okay.
Go towards like just anything that can help. Go to these hospitals, dressed up in characters. Get my team. We all dress up as superheroes, whatever the case is, and we go visit the hospital.
Oh, yeah, that's cute.
So yeah. Um, have you guys ever had a hickey before?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How do you feel about hickeys now?
I mean, now I just feel like they look a little
Trashy.
trashy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hide them if you're gonna have them. If you like them, that's
Yeah.
everyone each their own, But
Yeah. I kind of
just
agree with
hide
you.
it.
Yeah. Especially it feels immature
Yeah.
at a point. You've never had one?
I can't believe you've never had a hickey.
There's
Not that I
no way.
know.
What?
Yeah.
The real question though should be, how do you feel about seeing a hickey on a 30-plus-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
See.
That's where we get where we're just like,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
okay.
a
I thought
little
you
like,
meant like in general.
Yeah. I
yeah,
feel like at
no.
that point you should just hide it.
Yeah.
Like.
Even some of the younger kids, I'm like, man, like calm down. Like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you see like where they have like a pearl necklace, but it's not a pearl, it's hickeys.
Mhm.
And I'm like, calm down. Like,
I would kill one of my
A
kids if
hickey
they came home
necklace?
with a
Yeah.
hickey.
Yeah,
That's
like
one thing that
you've seen hickey necklaces, right?
not
That's
a
a bit
hickey
ex-
necklace.
Where it's just like where a kid just has so many different hickeys. You've never seen that?
No.
That is crazy.
That's a bit
Like,
excessive.
It is pretty.
I mean,
Your boyfriend or your girlfriend has a problem.
Yeah,
yeah,
like they're like a vacuum at that point. Like,
yeah. I've seen them like in some of the areas. I'm like, dang, like they were putting in work because the fact that like,
crazy.
yeah, it is crazy. I'm like, man, your neck needs to have like some airtime, personal me time.
But I
That
feel
neck
like
needs
that
some therapy.
Yeah,
the hickey thing was like back in the day. Like if you didn't have a hickey or like almost like you weren't cool,
yeah, yeah.
It's weird.
But I
Yeah, I
think
think that's why.
also, I think it's the area though too. What were you gonna
Yeah.
say?
I was gonna say, I think that's why I never really had any or was into it, because I felt like it was more of like a almost like a branding.
Oh, okay.
Like once you get
Yeah.
a hickey from that person, it's like, oh whoop, I guess she's off the market. She got a hickey
Yeah.
by Joe.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. The cool thing too is if they can do a hickey like in someone's name or like a cool like artwork or whatever, like you're like, oh, that's a nice dragon, like out of the hickey. You know what I mean?
That's just
Just kidding. I've never seen a hickey that way.
hideous.
So I have a hard question for you guys. If you guys could be the opposite sex and do one thing, non-sexual though,
Okay.
what would you guys do?
Oh, I already know mine. It's dumb, but I'm gonna say it right now.
What's that?
If I was the opposite sex,
Yeah.
and I had to do one thing,
Yeah. Non-sexual.
non-sexual, take the quickest shower ever.
What do you mean?
Because I take the longest showers. Like,
But you can take the quickest showers now though.
no, I
Yeah.
can't take a quick
How do you
shower.
figure?
It takes me. I'm at least an hour in the shower.
I guess so. I mean, it's
Oh,
just
I
An
thought I was long
hour.
in the shower.
My body showers are 45 minutes.
yeah. My wife drives me nuts. Like I'll go to work and I come home and she's still in the shower. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, well, I gotta wash my hair. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm confused because
yeah.
I take longer showers than my girlfriend does.
Do you?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That's what I was saying when you were like, I'm like an hour. I was like, oh, I thought mine are like 30, 40. Hers
No.
are like 5.
Mine are like
I'm like,
10
how do you
minutes.
shower in 5 minutes? Like, did you get every crevice?
Yeah. No,
Like-
I'm in there probably at the same time, like 5 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But balls and I'm out. And my feet too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just feel like it takes forever for me to take a shower. I sometimes dread showering because it just takes so long.
Yeah.
Like until I feel clean, I'm not getting out.
Do you have to take a shower every day
Um,
because you dread it?
if I work from home,
Yeah.
I'll take a shower the next morning.
But there's nothing wrong with that though.
But I take showers at night too.
Yeah.
So like,
And during
I
those
hate
times that
night
you're having
showers.
what's that?
Said I hate night showers.
Why is that?
why?
'Cause they wake me up. Showers, like, I'm ready to go do something after a
Oh
shower.
no,
Yeah,
I'm ready to go to
dude.
sleep. It relaxes me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you taking cold showers?
I haven't been. I used to take hot showers and then transition into the cold before I got out, but I haven't even been doing that lately.
Oh, okay. When you're going, every other day or whatever the case is, are you doing heavy work where you need to take one?
No.
Then there shouldn't be anything wrong with taking.
I just do like I'll take a full shower at night, and
Uh-huh.
then in the morning I work whatever. I get off at 4, and then I'll do like a body shower. Then
Oh, okay.
whatever.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're going like a whole week, then that's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're having formaldehyde, it's like it's a bit different.
Yeah.
Before we talk some shit, my guests are gonna take a shit. We'll be right back.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Aisha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment. A race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Welcome back, fuckers. Random thought. When you guys are kissing your partner, are you guys thinking or imagining someone else?
No.
Negative.
No.
Are you guys saying no because you guys are being recorded?
No.
No? Because
No.
have you guys ever?
I don't think so.
Ever
I've-
done that?
honestly. Like ever
Yeah, like you're kissing someone.
and imagine someone else
With this current one?
Yeah,
Or just
Just in
in
general.
life?
Yeah, in general.
In life? Yeah.
Okay. It said like the numbers were really crazy on you thinking about another person when you're kissing someone.
Really?
Whether
That's-
you've done it in the past or so, like you saying you've never done that.
No, not
is
that
a lie.
I know of.
Yeah, it's a
I
lie.
don't think I've ever imagined any.
We've got the results.
Yeah,
Right.
And
I
the
need a lie
results are-
detector
Yeah.
test.
yeah,
You are a liar.
yes.
No, I felt like I don't know. Unless I can remember now.
Yeah,
What about one of those blackout nights?
Blackout nights, maybe.
she's gonna blame it on the blackout.
I'm gonna blame it on the alcohol.
Blame it on
Yeah.
the
Exactly.
alcohol.
Yes.
When alcohol's involved, it's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
So maybe when I was under the influence, maybe I did.
Oh, okay. So I'm on your guys' page, but I'll just see what you guys would answer on that one. And then do you guys have family baggage?
Oh gosh, we
I s-
all have family baggage.
Yeah.
I
Well,
still
what
have
is yours?
some of my mom's tools in my garage. Does that count?
No, like family baggage, like like let me think of a situation where your family might be just more drama that you need to, like
Oh,
they're attacking you.
yeah.
You feel like
There's oh my gosh, so we're a family of girls.
uh-huh.
First of all,
Yeah.
not that many boys
Yeah.
in our family, but because we are girls, we're always like nitpicking at each other,
Right.
and like even when we haven't, like some of my families, because I'm from California,
Uh-huh.
so a lot of my family's up there, and so when they come down, like we haven't seen each other in a while, but even though we haven't seen each other a while, we're still always arguing about something
Right.
stupid, like dumb. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
This escalated to that?
How far does it ever get?
It's gotten pretty bad. It's
Yeah.
gotten where my Thea, she'll just get up. Okay, she'll tell my mom because that's her sister. Let's
Yeah.
just go. Let's just go. We're not gonna feed into that.
Oh, that's
let
fine.
let them think whatever they want to think. Come on, sister, let's go. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So dramatic.
What about you, Elijah?
Me personally, I don't deal with drama. Like I've dealt with a lot of fucking bullshit in my life, and nowadays I'm like, I just leave.
Yeah.
But I do remember seeing my aunts and uncles go through some shit,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna put all their business out there.
No,
'Cause I
put it
don't
out
really
there.
know
We're not
all the
gonna watch the show.
details,
Yeah.
but I'll never forget. Oh man, this one's it's kind of embarrassing actually. We were in town on the East Coast for actually my uncle's funeral,
Uh-huh.
and two of my mom's siblings like physically got into it. And I was just like, oh my God, like we're here for your brother's funeral right now. And you
Yeah.
guys are fucking scrapping.
Dang.
Like,
Yeah.
but like I said, I don't know all the details and everything like that. I was probably like, gosh, I don't know. I think I was like 12
Yeah.
at the time. I was in the other room playing video games, and then I heard them getting loud. I poked my head out, and I was like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
But yeah, they're also kind of similar to you. Like they had three brothers,
Okay.
and there was four girls and three boys.
Oh, yeah. It's
Oh
us
my
right there.
gosh, that's like my family.
And the funeral we were at, unfortunately, was the second boy to pass.
Dang.
Oh.
So now it's one boy and four girls. So
Dang, that's rough.
Yeah.
or no, wait, I'm sorry. No, yeah, four girls, one boy and four girls. Yeah.
Dang, that's
So
rough.
and it's usually the girls that are
It's always the girls. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. What about toxicity within friends?
Oh, I don't do that.
Yeah.
If I first of all, I'm too old to be dealing with shit like that. If
Uh-huh.
like, come on, like you got to grow up at
Yeah.
some point. Like when you're in your 20s and stuff like that, like that's all like seems like the age I remember that was all the drama and
Yeah.
the girls that are stabbing you in your back and stuff. But I don't deal with that. So if you bring that my way, you are.
Are you quick to cut someone off?
Oh, I'm very quick to cut someone off. If you try to come at me
Yeah.
in like a way that I don't like,
Yeah.
like I'll cut you off. Like,
Do they know that you're cutting them off, or you just?
honestly, I guess it's never really been where we're that close to where I have to like call them and like tell them, hey, you're cut off.
Yeah.
Like I'm not talking like we're friends because they're a mutual friend or something. Like,
Right.
they may not even know what they said, that you're just not my cup of tea. Not that
Yeah.
I don't like you
Uh-huh.
or I hate you, because that's a strong word.
Yeah.
If you bring that type of energy to me, and like if it's not in a positive way, like
Yeah.
I don't respond back.
Yeah.
And again, that's just me as a person. Like I don't want that type of
And I'm trying to do that
friendship,
because I have a lot of friends that I feel like it's weird. As I get older, I'm starting to realize more, and I'm starting to like see things differently. But I realize that there are people that I thought were my friends, but in a sense, I feel like they're using me. When I look at things, and being able to get time to myself,
A
and
lot
I'm
of
like,
people say that. A lot of people think like that.
Yeah.
It's only they're getting like a benefit out of you somehow.
right.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like that a lot with a lot of people that that are just around. Like they're not necessarily in for my best interest. It's more of what's in the best interest of that moment,
Mhm.
and not just for them, but just for that moment.
Yeah, and as you get older, you'll
Uh-huh.
realize that you don't need to be validated. You're going to surround yourself with people who care about you,
Right.
who bring nothing but positive energy to you,
Yeah.
and just a good influence on you.
Yeah.
Like you start to get the people that are toxic out. Like I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Like so I for me, I don't need to be around a group of people to
Mhm.
I don't need to have a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
I'm good with just a handful, couple.
See, I'm even at the point where I'm just a lot of times like I'm good just being at home by myself.
Mhm.
Even working, like sometimes people will like, hey, we got this going on, and I'm like, I'm good, because if I'm not at home with the kids, I'm working on the episode. Like I'm content just being at
Right.
my own self, because of the fact that like circumstances, that happened when I was in grade school, high school, it changed me. It changed me to, just being comfortable being by myself.
And I have
You
some
know?
friends from high school still that they're still my friends. I'm
Yeah.
close with them and we see each other every now and again. It's not like I'm calling them every day.
Yeah.
Like I have friends, but it's not like where it's like oh, let's go hang out. Oh, let's go do this something. Like it's not like that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm content at home. I'm content, with my kids
Uh-huh.
or they're grown up. Or not all, I shouldn't say grown up, but they're pretty much fend for themselves. So it's easy,
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. And what about this one? Are you guys cool with being friends who may be cool with people you may not like?
Yeah. You know what? I'm absolutely okay with that.
Uh-huh.
Because I've had a situation like that before. One of my she was two of my best friends. I actually met her through her, like through one of my friends. So we became best friends because of her.
Oh wow.
And then they got into a big old fight.
Uh-huh.
And I was close with her first, but I still remained friends with her. She's like one of my bestest friends today still.
Are you still cool with the other girl?
We're cool,
Yeah.
but I mean, I haven't talked to her in a really long time. You know how you just kind of have those friends that just kind of you kind of just don't talk to them
More of like affiliates.
yeah, like somehow you just not like it's a falling out, but it's just like you stop talking to them for a while.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. It just life gets busy, you know.
I've had a lot of those people where it's just we're not like not friends. It's just the fact that just life happens.
Yeah, life happens. Like
Yeah.
that's just what it is. And I'm actually like she's like my best friend, like the one that got into a fight with the other one. So that kind of sucked though because it was hard to kind of they were best friends too,
Right.
So that made me really sad that
Was it a
happened.
verbal or like a physical fight?
It wasn't like a physical, it was a verbal.
Okay.
Yeah, it was dumb stuff in high school,
Yeah. Are
Probably some
they
stupid boy.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
are they still cold? Like, are they still beefing now?
No, I think they haven't talked in so long. I don't even they went about their lives. They're, like they're doing their own things now, but it was just sad to see, like cuz we were all like we were a close little clique,
Yeah.
So
That is crazy.
it happens.
What about you, Elijah?
Nowadays I don't really want to deal with it, honestly.
Yeah.
But if it happens, it happens because honestly, like I pretty much dealt with that my whole life.
Yeah.
Like being the way I grew up and the people I grew up around, I wasn't exactly welcomed with opening arms with people of my culture
Yeah.
a lot of the time. So I ventured out into other groups and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So as I ventured out more and more, I came across, I guess you could say, enemy lines often. And I would, because like for me, for instance, a high school day for me could start off with me getting to school, ditching first period, and
Okay.
to go hang out with the smokers, and then come back to school. Now I'm with the smarter kids because I'm in advanced classes, and my girlfriend's in advanced classes. She's in my classes, and she's a grade under me.
Uh-huh.
And then during lunch, I'd be hanging out with the skaters and the jocks. But then after school, I might be walking home with some essays because we just happened to all grow up on the same block,
Yeah.
and I was friends with Khalifas and I was friends with Finaqueras.
You're friends with
And
everybody.
yeah, so for me, it was kind of a way of life. I kind of had to move in certain ways where I was like, all right, I can't bring this friend over here, and I can't go here with this friend,
Yeah, I
can't go
can
there with
relate.
that
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
So
Here's another question. Do you guys ever feel guilty with personal pleasures? Meaning, sometimes you might be in a situation better off, but then your friends might not be, and they might be like, "Hey, let's go out," or like you're reaching out and saying like, "Hey, let's go out," and they're like, "Ah, I really can't," or whatever the case is, or they might say like, "Oh man, I'm always broke," whatever the case is, and then you feel bad because of the fact that you want to go and do something, so then you feel like you have to play into that.
I don't really feel like I have to play into it. I mean, I have a friend like that, I just say, "I'll pay. Come on, let's go."
Yeah.
Like
What happens if it's all the time?
all the time. No, I can't do it all the
Yeah.
time,
Or
but they would know that. Like I'm very open with my friends,
Yeah.
so it's
Or
not
what
like
about just you having accomplishments and then you're like, man, I feel bad because I'm in a situation and I'm trying to get others to grow with me, but they're just
I don't think that way. I
Yeah.
don't think that way. Like if you're doing if you're doing good, you should, applaud yourself for doing good. And just like
Mhm.
if my friend was doing good, I would be applauding them too.
But if you're doing good and the other one's not, and they're
Are they like mentally like downing themselves or something like
yeah,
that?
and you feel like guilty because you want to help them.
I mean,
Like, do you ever feel guilty because of the fact that you're, in a situation they might not be able to be in?
no, I don't
No.
think so.
I don't think people should really feel guilty about that because
Yeah.
if you're willing and wanting to help them, you can only help those who are accepting of help.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
if they're not gonna accept your help, then there's no reason for you to feel guilty about them not accepting their opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that because I'm like, sometimes I honestly do feel guilty because I'm like, man, like I want to be able to do things, but then I feel like I have to not necessarily say what I'm doing or
Mhm.
the appreciation or the rewards that I'm getting in life because of that.
No, you should be proud of yourself. Like
Yeah.
if your friend is not, even though they're not in the best space, and that
Uh-huh.
and then they should be like applauding you back. Like
Yeah.
this is what you will figure out who your real friends are
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah. I get it. And it is now time. That was supposed to be a little like bit for Usher's confessions. We're gonna
Oh,
talk
like Usher.
confessions. That this story comes in from actually I don't even know who this person is, but it says my wife told me she was pregnant. I'm pissed off because that's not possible. You know how that's not possible?
Because they got a vasectomy.
He had that vasectomy. Yes. What are we doing in that situation?
Deuces.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No, that's not okay.
That is crazy. I mean, do you still get tested because of the fact that like there are occurrences where maybe, somehow it wasn't title or
like paternity tests?
something, yeah.
Yeah, but then you gotta wait until the baby's born, though, don't you?
I don't
You can't do a
know.
paternity test while she's still pregnant.
I
Yeah.
think you can.
Oh, you
right?
can?
I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't
Can you
know. That's a
not?
good
I don't know.
question.
That is a great question. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. Because what happens if like she had only been with him and maybe the operation that he got wasn't like done right, or
That's true.
they
too.
do say after a certain amount of time, like, there are those one-off situations. What about this other one? It says, me and my boyfriend have been eating at a Chinese buffet for a couple of years. We start off by going to the bar to have a drink. Then each of us at different times head to the bathroom. Then on our way back, we grab a plate to eat. Once we are done with the beer, we leave.
They didn't pay.
They did not pay for the food.
That's fucked up.
So they've been eating at a Chinese buffet for years, it says.
And they haven't got caught.
No.
What?
They only pay for the beers.
They only pay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Right? Yeah. Or maybe they have.
I
Maybe it's
mean-
just the owners are
Ignoring it.
yeah.
Maybe
just-
they're big tippers or something.
Oh yeah. I mean, who knows?
maybe.
You
Here's
never
my
know.
thing with it is it's kind of fucked up because of the fact that buffets or mom and pop spots. I don't know any big corporations that are buffets. So they're really stealing from, local spots that are trying to, provide, a spot for other people.
Yeah.
So that's just my hindsight. That's my train of thought. What about you, Elijah?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I was joking about it, but honestly, yeah, it's stealing is stealing when it comes down to it. But also
True.
too,
Huh.
to their defense, how the hell they get away with it for over a year
It says years.
or
Years?
Yeah,
years?
they've been doing it for years.
So
That's crazy.
so I hate to say it, but the store is slacking somewhere as
Yeah.
well. Like if you got a thief that's been stealing from you for years and you haven't caught on to it,
Yeah.
like what the fuck are you doing wrong?
Yep.
Yeah.
And this last confession. I work at Amazon and have to take the biggest shit. They've been firing people for taking shits at work outside of your break time. What does he do? I mean, obviously take the shit.
Take your shit. Don't
Yeah.
hold your shit.
Don't
Yeah.
hold it. Nope.
Yeah.
It's really not good for
It's
you.
not good.
My thing with that is, couldn't they sue for wrongful?
Probably.
Yeah,
There's some type of law out there.
There's gotta
Yeah.
be, yeah. There's
Yeah.
gotta
especially if
be
he has a
some type of
medical
law.
condition where you just sometimes you're just fucking coffee, pre-workout, whatever the case. Some of the simplest things that you take, your body's like, no,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's time to go take a shit break.
Yep.
And in this next segment, we're gonna talk about cheating the system, which I brought last time. And cheating the system, pretty much, we're gonna talk about how we can rip out the system, kind of thing. Which I should have thrown a disclaimer last time, right, Elijah? Because I mean, technically, I can get in trouble,
Um,
or could I?
I mean,
So last week's cheating the
as long as
system.
it's not like actually illegal.
Well, let's see. So last
Sorry,
week's
that was
cheating
like
the
a laugh
system,
cough.
we did where if your people are looking for tires, they can rent a car, and then they can swap out the tires from the
Oh
rental
my
to their own personal car.
gosh.
What else did we talk about last week on cheating the system?
Um, that's the only one I remember, honestly, because I remember I really started thinking about that
They
one and
were
started
all
questioning
pretty
it.
fucked up ones. Or a Christmas tree.
Oh,
Go
the
buy a
Christmas
Christmas
tree.
tree from Costco
Mhm.
right before Christmas and then return it after Christmas because they have their 90-day policy. So you literally get a Christmas tree during that time,
Oh shit.
a brand new one.
Yeah.
So there's different like gimmicks and stuff like that you can do.
Yeah.
So this week's cheating the system, if you need a ride home, which I don't know if this one necessarily works, it's just something that I've seen on TikTok actually is where I've seen it, which I don't like TikTok. Yeah, I know, whatever. But if you need a ride home and are near a pizza spot, order delivery and hitch a ride with the pizza guy. Or the
It's
pizza person.
the pizza guy?
Yeah. So order delivery when you're
Uh-huh.
like at the pizza spot and then just say, hey, can I get a ride?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I don't know if that works.
I don't know if that would
Yeah.
work
Yeah,
either.
because you gotta hope that he's gonna want to let you in the car.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're, a girl, you'd be like, oh yeah, like let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he's probably gonna be asking for something when you guys get there.
I mean, that's how movies get started. I've seen a lot of them on Pornhub.com. But and if you can't afford an alarm system or a company for your house, just steal your neighbor's security yard sign. Or place a flag of a terrorist group, and your house will be under surveillance 24/7.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
And there's a lot of them too, ADT and I
Mm-hmm.
forgot all the other ones, but yeah, Brinks. Looking for a way to eat and make money at the same time. Actually, this one will be good for you, Elijah, because you can tell me if this actually does work. It says, looking for a way to eat and make money at the same time. Become an Uber Eats person and place an Uber Eats order, then only pick up your own order. You'll literally get paid to pick up your own food. Does this work?
I don't think that would really work because there's still the Uber fee.
Oh, okay.
Like I wouldn't have to tip myself, but there's a third party fee that's involved as well. Uber's
Yeah.
got to get their cut somehow.
Oh, okay. Well,
And then and then I don't know how it works with like canceling. I haven't been on the ordering end, so I don't know how it would work if you ordered and then are they saying cancel it
no, it
or
just
just
says
pick it
literally,
up?
just to pick it
Because if
up.
you pick it up and deliver it, then it got paid by whatever card was on file.
Oh, okay.
So you'd have to pick it up and then cancel it. Like if you had a dummy account.
Oh, okay.
I'm like giving gems right now. If you had a dummy account, you
Hey,
could
we're
probably
cheating the
do
system.
it. If you had a dummy account, you could order through the dummy account,
Yeah.
go pick it up, and then cancel it once you picked it up. And then normally they tell you that you can keep the food.
Yeah.
Like if I'm on an Uber and I'm driving to you and for some odd reason you canceled it and I'm already on my way,
Yeah.
they tell us that we can keep the food.
Okay.
So that could be a way.
Huh.
But there's no guarantee that you would get your order.
Yeah. Since I kind of gave you a half-ass one, I'll give you another one. Grab some masks from the Halloween store, whatever the case is. Put in your back seat. Drive in
Grab
the
some
HOV
what?
lane. Mask,
Oh,
like face mask.
Oh,
and
like
stuff.
face mask or
I
like
totally thought you said
mask, like
ass.
No, like
COVID
face mask, like full-on mask.
Oh, okay.
So people think I do that all the time. They're like, oh, because I have masks in my cars, which I know is a weird thing.
You have a
But
mask? You have
I have a
mask?
couple of them. Yeah.
For what? What do you have them in your car for?
Well, everybody thinks so. The two things that people think I have them for is because they feel like I drive in the HOV lane, or the other thing is they think I live like in the hood and I'm trying to like protect my car from getting broken into because it's an old lady mask. It was a monkey mask, I think, and then there was a old man mask that I used to have in the car, and I used to literally put them on the headrest. But it was because of the fact that one time my kids left their mask in the car,
Mhm.
so I was like, versus trying to put them away whatever case is, I'm gonna put them to use.
Oh my gosh.
So-
you put it in the passenger?
On the actual headrest.
Uh-huh.
So it legit looks like it's
Someone's
funny
in
if
there.
I get my car serviced or when I go up to like grab coffees, like they'll like take my order and they'll be like, okay, and what about you? And they're like, oh shit, it's just a mask.
Oh my
It freaks them
God.
out all the time. Actually, here's a story from it. I went to Dutch Bros one time and there was a car like in front of me. They took the longest time ever. The car did not want to pull forward because the car thought I was going to rob Dutch Bros.
Oh my god.
So they literally kept warning the person. They ended up having to have a second person come out through the passenger side and knock on my window and just to make sure that no one was in the back seat. And I'm like, no, they're just masks. So be careful when you're doing that too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I
You
tell
better
you.
be careful, Patrick, driving through the wrong hood like that. You know. I mean, you
God.
light skinned Mexican, but you still Mexican, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like old people. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it is what it is. And this last segment, I wanted to test your shit. You ready for this one?
No.
These aren't
Just
that
kidding.
hard.
What are you gonna
Yeah.
test it for? Like,
Well, you
nah,
seen-
never mind. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
go.
I mean, you seen last week's, remember?
No, I was just gonna take you literal for a second, but I didn't
Dip
want
is
to get that graphic.
Yeah,
here.
yay, Dip's in the house.
Dips in the house.
Yeah. He's our Uber is here. He's gonna be giving us rides home. That's why it's good to have a designated driver. That is coffee and horchata. That's tequila. That's what you're gonna try here in a minute.
That's that Tesla tequila.
That
Yeah.
Tesla tequila.
10K.
Yeah.
10K bottle.
People are selling that
Right.
bottle up to $10,000.
So Elon Musk has that's his.
That's his.
Uh-huh,
Yeah,
that's
it's cheap tequila. To be honest with you,
No, it's not. It's $10,000 tequila, Patrick.
I don't know.
We just drank $10,000. You guys
Yeah.
were worth $10,000.
Yeah. So last week, one of the questions I asked was to, I think you've done it before on one of the episodes. Let's give you one from last week. Spell fat.
Wait, what?
Spell fat.
Fat?
Mhm.
F-A-T?
Spell her.
H-E-R?
What is that word put together?
Fatter?
No.
I don't know. What
Spell fat.
F-A-T?
Spell her.
H-E- Father?
There you go.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we got one. Okay. So it's just stuff to get your mind thinking. You've done it before. How many apples would I need to make a dozen?
12.
Good. Name one country that's in the USA.
Name one country. You mean a state?
No, name one country that's in the USA.
There's no countries in
Good.
the USA.
What state is Florida in?
What state is Florida? Florida?
Okay, cool. What shape has four corners?
A square?
There you go. You would believe that when people say name one country in the USA, people start saying like actual countries. So you got to listen. You got to pay attention. Pay attention is key.
That would be me if I was drunk.
And the most common
Pay
answer
attention.
that when you
We'll
ask,
finish that coffee real quick, and then we'll resume the question.
yeah,
There'll be different answers.
The common answer is what state is Florida in? People that say is Miami.
Mm,
Miami is
That's a
in
city.
Florida. Yes, it's in Florida. Not the other way around. And the most common answer that people say about the four corners is triangle. Yeah, it's crazy. I know.
Triangle.
Yes.
There's four corners.
Yes. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah. And that's the end of the show. That wasn't too bad.
No.
Yeah, we kept it really low key, really nice grown folk talk and stuff like that. But as we wrap up the show, I want to give a thank you to my co-host now.
Woohoo! Thanks, guys.
We're gonna see how long
Thanks.
we can get her to last, because I don't know.
What do you mean?
It's
I
gonna
mean,
be
the
fun.
shit's gonna hit the fan every episode.
I-
I
It
just
really
hope
is,
you're
yeah.
prepared for it.
I mean,
I'll
Dip
be
gets tired of my
prepared as
shit all
I
the time.
can.
Yeah, Dip gets tired of my shit. That's why he leaves. Yeah,
If you
He's like-
guys hear me not talking, I'm just like, okay,
yeah,
you'll know why.
yeah. And I honestly, I thought about bringing some guests in, but I'm like, nah, like let's make this about you, because the fact that since the one girl canceled out, I'm like, nah, let's make this about you. So because of the fact that it was a big thing, Dip knows too. I mean, trying to get a co-host on here is like,
Yeah,
nails to a chalkboard.
it is. Everybody's busy. That's why everybody has a life.
Not even that. I get
know?
the most like, I get like, oh, I didn't realize that my business was having an event today. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that my sister was having a birthday party today.
That's
And I'm
the
like,
worst.
It is the
yeah.
worst.
I'm like, just be honest with me.
Like,
Just tell me that you don't want to be on there. Tell me you're nervous. Just be straight
Yeah.
out. Like I need honesty. I don't need some bullshit.
I
ass
know, like you
excuse.
text me the other day. Like I forgot to text you back. I
Yeah.
get so busy. Like
I don't know how to answer. People
I have
feel
like
like
a
I'm passive-
million things going on, and
Yeah.
I saw the message, but
Yeah.
once I get my mind off it, I'm doing other things,
Yeah.
and I
That's one thing
forget.
I do. I do need coaching because the fact that the one common thing that people say I am is passive aggressive. It's just because the fact that I don't know how to like necessarily like reach out without making it seem like sometimes
without like you're bothering them,
right. So sometimes
bugging
I'm like
them.
stepping on eggshells. I'm like, okay, like, are we just in case? Or I try to use like keywords and I'm like, shit, like, is that too much? Is that not enough?
Yeah.
Whatever the case is. So I don't know. But I thank you.
So you're a
It's-
bugaboo.
No, I'm
I'm
not.
just kidding.
Literally, like a lot of times, like I'll send a message, and if they don't respond, then I'll give it a couple more times. Like, so one of my common logics is when I'm reaching out to some of these guests is reach out as soon as they give me the okay that they're ready to be on,
Mhm.
and then I'll hit them up either if not the night before, not if not the day before, then the morning of. And that's it.
Yeah.
It should be good, but a
Yeah.
lot of times they're just like, "Why are you reaching out to me?" And I'm like, "Cause we're filming in an hour,"
Yeah.
and it's like,
As
know
you
what I mean?
should,
Like,
though.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I get the most craziest excuses like, "Oh, like, I'm actually in labor right now." I'm like, "You're not even pregnant, like, cut it out, like, this is crazy."
Well, I don't know if you want to maybe try to incorporate it at all, but one thing I've been doing lately is I've been setting Google Calendar with my guests.
Yeah.
So then when it comes up on the calendar, it automatically reminds them or to whatever
Oh, that's actually
email
really
they
good.
provide me.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
guys do the same
One
thing.
thing that I actually like that Elijah does too is or I used to it's kinda weird, but, he'll hit me up and be like, "Hey, you wanna, you wanna co-host on my show?" And I'm like, "Cool." Like, that part's cool, but
Mhm.
he sends me a dick pic. I'm like, "I don't need this." You know what I mean? Like,
Hey man, that only happened 4 times.
it's 4 times too many, you know what I mean? I'm like, "My kids open
Oh
the
my
phone."
god.
But to the voice with the choice, Mr. Dip. Elijah, Wealth for Generations Lee.
Heidi ho.
There it goes. I couldn't get it to work again. And all of you out there, thank you for hanging with us, kicking the shit. We appreciate you. And it's a wrap. We're out.
Peace out.
Peace
Peace.
out.